From Belfast, Northern Ireland, sister city of Nashville, Tennessee, Music City Roots is on the air. Live from the 11th United Airlines Belfast Nashville Songwriters Festival. I'm Ralph McLean from BBC Radio Ulster. We're coming to you live from the Empire Music Hall. Welcome! Give yourselves a big hand, folks! Wow, I can tell you I am so pleased to be here as announcer for Music City Roots on their second trip to this country. Please join me in welcoming the cast and crew to Belfast. Come on! All right, friends, let's get started. We got a great night of music ahead. Shall we get started? You up for it? Yeah. Oh yeah, I think you're up for it, no doubt about it. Let's meet our musical host for this evening. He's a Grammy Award-winning songwriter and producer. He's written #1 songs for some of country music's true royalty. Please welcome Mr. Americana, Jim Lauderdale.
Thank you. How you doing tonight? Boy, it's great to be back. Several years ago, folks, a friend of mine who's no stranger here, Buddy Miller, called me up and he said, hey, the soul singer Solomon Burke is coming to Nashville and I'm going to produce an album on him. Do you have any songs? So I sent him a bunch and I got really lucky and they recorded this one. Well, I'm always talking to you in my head, and I can't stop it. Back and forth on the things we said. Well, I just wish that we could drop it. It's a long road I'm traveling on, and it seems like you're gonna take me back. Just us phantoms hanging here, getting off at the old train station with a back load of quicksand on my feet. Ooh, they've been dragging. Get the chains undone and I start to run. And it seems like you're gonna take me back. Show me signs, I'll read between the lines. Maybe next time, gonna make you proud. Black velvet cat knows where it's at. And it seems like you're gonna take me back. It's a promise, not a bet, that we won't crash and burn together. Got the fever, only you can heal. Yes, I will hold out forever. It's a long shot, but that's all I got. And it seems like you're gonna take me back. Take me back. It seems like gonna take me back. Take me back. Thank you. Thanks so much, everybody. Thank you. Hello, Belfast. We're so glad to be back here in beautiful Northern Ireland on another journey to the roots of our roots. Welcome to all of you here in the historic Empire Music Hall, and to everybody around the world tuned into this broadcast. Please say hello to our guest radio announcer tonight. He's one of the UK's top tastemakers in roots music. From BBC Ulster, Mr. Ralph McLean. And from Nashville, Tennessee, the man who literally wrote the book on Music City, please welcome our journalist and interview guy in the Griffin Technology chat room, Craig Havighurst.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Belfast. What an honor to be here. Jim apparently wants me to plug my book. Okay, Jim, I will. Yeah, I did. I wrote a book about Nashville and WSM, and it's over here, but so is Jim's new record, I'm a Song, a brilliant country album, and many of Jim's recordings. So visit our merch world over here. It's a great, great honor to be back. Music City Roots, for those of you who don't know, is a weekly program based on the early radio broadcasts that made Nashville into Music City in the 1930s and 1940s. A classic format where many different artists were brought together and presented to the world with information, with dignity, with lots of flair, and with a sense that the only thing that needed to tie them together was excellence. We present country music, folk, bluegrass, indie, rock and roll, anything that can fall under that big, beautiful umbrella of roots music. We present the most outstanding artists from Nashville and passing through Nashville, which is a very exciting place in a very exciting time. And it's a real honor to present the music there, and it's a huge honor to be able to come over here to do this. Nashville and Belfast are sister cities, and that's a great thing, and that was part of what led us to be here tonight. We also want to make sure we thank the folks that truly made it possible: Colin McGee and Pan Arts of the Belfast Nashville Songwriters Festival, Tourism Ireland, and United Airlines. Can we give them all a big hand? Thank you so much. It's been a great joy to be tourists for a few days in Dublin up here, and we're going to get to take the day off tomorrow and look around at your beautiful city, and we're honored. What's on tap tonight? Great music. I've got to say and we are featuring musicians from Northern Ireland, some of the finest singer-songwriters in the business here. We're going to end the night with the wonderful, rich voice of Vance. Yeah. We're going to get a set from our own Jim Lauderdale. And the divine, divine voice of Cara Dillon on the stage here soon. And I'll be chatting with those artists as we sit up here. My job is to do more than just sit and listen to Jim play good songs. But Jim's going to take care of introducing our first artist tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, up first tonight is a young songwriter who's made many fans as he's traveled in ever wider circles from his hometown of Strabane. Yeah. His EP, Lyric for the Lost, came out in 2013 and further burnished his reputation. Now he's set to travel to the U.S. to be part of the Nashville portion of the Belfast Nashville Songwriters Festival. We're excited to present Paul Tully.
Hello everyone, how are you? I'm going to start off with a song called Don't Be Afraid. I know things are easier said than done. Some things you can't just overcome. And and I can't help you in every way, but I will try anyway. And I just want you to know it's okay for you to let yourself go. There's no need to put yourself through the things that keep on breaking you. Don't be afraid to fall. Don't be afraid to call. Don't be afraid to stand tall. Don't you be afraid at all now. And I'm only looking in from the outside, but it's enough to know that you're tired of these games you're playing, these games you're playing with your mind. If you just look to the Lord above, He'll show you all there is love, and you can find a way out of here. Yeah, He'll show you a way out of here. Don't be afraid to fall now. Don't be afraid to go. Don't be afraid to stand tall. Don't you be afraid at all now. And for a while our paths they seem to climb, and for a while our hearts they intertwined. There's one thing I could say to you. Oh, if there's just one thing. Don't be afraid to fall. Don't be afraid to go. Don't be afraid to stand tall. Don't you be afraid at all. Cheers, thank you. Cheers, folks, thank you. Cheers. Thanks very much. This next song's a song called Gris, and basically it's about trying to find that bit of contentment inside yourself and trying to hold on to it, so that's what this one's about. Well, I am beginning to understand that I am a part of some bigger plan, and I believe in a promised land, and what the love for a woman can do for a man. And Grace, I'll find you in time. I'll find that peace of mind. Ah, Grace, I'll find you in time. I'll find that peace of mind. I'm talking to a statue of St. Anthony. I'm praying for a miracle, some light so I can see. 'Cause there's so many things that I want to be, but God knows what I really need. Ah, Grace, I'll find you in time. I'll find that peace of mind. Ah, Grace, I'll find you in time. Oh, I'll find that peace of mind. Oh. body and mind together in time. And when that day arrives, lift me up with your love and light. Oh, Grace, I'll find you in time. Oh, I'll find that peace of mind. Oh, Grace, yeah, you're here with me now. I'll find you some way, somehow.
Thanks very much, folks. Cheers. So this next song's a brand new song of mine, and it's a song called "Waiting on a Sign." And basically, it's about anybody who's if you're a bit disillusioned with where you need to go, where you want to be. So basically, you're waiting on a sign for something to happen. So that's what this one's about.
Show yourself to me. I ain't scared anymore. Show me a sign of where I need to go. So if you're out there, then show yourself to me. Oh, if there's a God out there, aren't you listening? Lord, shine your light on me, Lord. Well, can you hear me? I'm running out of ideas. I'm waiting on some kind of sign, Lord. I'm losing the faith I had. Lord, help me understand. So if you're out there, then show yourself to me. Oh, if there's a God out there, aren't you listening? 'Cause I need you now. I need you now. Oh, I need you now. More than ever, oh, I need you now. Waiting on a sign to show me how. I need you now. Oh. Waiting on a sign. So if you're out there, then show yourself to me. Oh, if you're really out there, aren't you listening? Need you now. I need you now. Oh, I need you now. More than ever. Oh, I need you now.
Cheers, folks. Thank you. Thanks very much, folks. Cheers. This song's a song called "Go Your Way" and "I'll Go Mine," and you can get it on the EP there. It's out the front for a $5 there. Them other songs, they're not on it. Just us one on the next one. So it's a big shout out to all everybody from Strabane there, all my friends from Strabane. So thanks very much for coming, and this one's for you guys.
Lately, I've been searching for a little bit of peace of mind. Lately, oh well, I've been searching for a little bit of peace of mind. She don't know the love I have for her. Yeah, it's just by pushing her away. Oh, it's just by pushing her away. So baby, you go your way and I'll go mine. Oh, and then somewhere down the line, oh, we could be lovers, we could just be friends. And if our paths ever cross again, well, I'll love you till the end. And lately, I've been searching for a little bit of peace of mind. Lately, oh well, I've been searching for a little bit of peace of mind. And she's got her own little way of going on. I don't think I'll ever understand. But I still wonder what it takes to be a man. Till I understand that you go your way and I'll go mine. Oh, and then somewhere down the line, oh, we could be lovers, we could just be a friend. And if our paths ever cross again, well, I'll love you till the end. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 ooh. So you go your way and I'll go mine. Oh, and then somewhere down the line, oh, we could be lovers, we could just be friends. And if our paths never cross again, well, at least I love you till the end. Oh, at least I love you till the end. Oh, at least I loved you till the end. Yeah, I loved you till the end.
Cheers, folks. Thank you. Cheers. Thanks very much, folks. This is my last song, and I just want I just want to give a big shout out to Colin and Anne McGee, who organised the Belfast Nashville Festival, for giving me a chance to play here this evening. So thanks a million, and I hope you enjoyed yourselves. You're in for a real treat tonight, folks. So I'll leave you to this. This is called Rain Down Your Love on Me. Thank you very much. Cheers. Forgive me for all the things I've done. Stand by me when I can't right the wrongs. I surrender to the love you give me. I remember who it is I'm meant to be. And rain down with love on me. Rain down with love on me. And I will let you rescue me. I'll let you rain your love on me. And I'll try, do the best that I can. But sometimes it's so hard to be a man. And I will love you with all my heart. Oh, I will love with all my heart. Oh, and rain down your love on me. Rain down your love on me. And I will let you rescue me. I'll let you rain your love on me. Oh Lord, give me the strength to carry on. Oh Lord, can't do this alone. I'm young, I know. Just give me the strength to carry on. Oh, and rain down your love on me. Rain down your love on me. And I will let you rescue me. I'll let you rain your love on me. I'll let you rain your love on me. I'll let you rain your love on me. Thanks very much, folks. Cheers. Thank you.
Paul Tully, the pride of Strabon, Paul Tully. I'll tell you what, I think I'm going to have to visit Strabon and do some writing. There must be something in the water. And you know what, you folks, it seems like a very Strabonish crowd out there tonight. Hey, how many of you folks out there have smartphones? An iPhone or an Android? Anybody? Anybody have a smartphone out there? Well, I want to tell you about a couple of free apps that all of you can download, and you can find details in your printed programs as well. First, the Roots Radio app is 24/7 live cuts from the Music City Roots shows we've had over the past several years. And you can also hear this at rootsradio.com. And we're broadcasting on it right now to people from all over the world. Hey, everybody, everybody back there in the States and all over the world. How are you doing out there at home? And second, the live stream app wants to express to you folks right now that we're committed to delivering great music to the world in every way possible. So let's stay connected, okay? All right, folks, let's stay connected here. Ralph?
Thank you, Jim. I'll always stay connected to you, my friend. Always stay connected to you. Isn't it great? Jim Lauderdale, ladies and gentlemen. Smartest dressed man in Nashville, Tennessee, here in Belfast tonight. Thank you, Jim. You're listening to Music City Roots live from the 11th United Airlines Belfast Nashville Songwriters Festival on Roots Radio, also broadcast in high-def video at musiccityroots.com. For 24/7 live cuts from Music City Roots stage in Nashville, go to rootsradio.com or search the App Store on your iPhone or Android for the free Roots Radio app. Now, that last set of music, folks, was brought to you by Nissan. Now, we are always asking you support our sponsors, please, because they support us. They allow us to do our thing and bring you music that is fresh and innovative, and that's what it's all about after all. Which is why we're so proud to have Nissan as one of our sponsors. Innovation is what Nissan's all about, folks. Not only does Nissan support Music City Roots, they also support a variety of other artistic endeavors throughout the world. As Music City Roots continues to shake things up in the world of music, Nissan's doing the same in the automotive world. Just recently, Nissan unveiled the all-new Almira, Altima, the Pathfinder, and Sentra. And out this spring, the all-new Versa Note, Nissan's new hatchback. And they're on the cutting edge of electric cars with the amazing Nissan Leaf. We hope you'll connect with Nissan on Facebook and tell them thanks for supporting the music. And to find a dealer near you, folks, where you can test drive a Nissan, just click on nissan.ie. Now it's over to the Griffin Technology chat room with a very special guest. Please welcome Craig Havighurst.
All right, all right. Folks, later on we will get to hear him sing, I promise you. But right now I wanted to get to know a little bit about Foy Vance. Please make him welcome. Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you.
These folks probably know something about your origins and getting started as a writer, and your reputation precedes you here, but I don't. So give me a sense of when you began to write your own songs, perform them for people, where that was, and how at the time, how amateur you felt, how aspirational you felt, and what was going on in your life.
That's a very long question.
No, just take me back to that moment. What was your first performance for an audience that you considered legit?
Well, the first performance. You know what? I grew up in a household where my granny Macaulay, she would have had. You had to do your piece. If there was a family gathering, everybody had to do their piece. Okay. Somebody had to sing or tell a story or something. So that was my first venture into performance. Yeah. Was my granny making me sing the Bonnie Banks of Loch Lomond. Okay. She used to make me sing that all the time. Yeah.
From the Irish musicians I've met, one gets the sense that traditional songs are more a part of family life than would be typical in an American household. But maybe I'm just hearing from the musical families. But is it true? I mean, do you feel like in your community that music and traditional songs were part of most gatherings?
Not most gatherings, no. It certainly was like that in my house, because my daddy was like that, and like I said, my granny Macaulay, she was very much like that. But most of my mates growing up in school, the thought of singing in your house, that was for I daren't say the word. Okay. But they didn't do that. They didn't do that at all. So no, it wasn't rife. I mean, I think people that are kind of, I guess, communities that are rooted in their heritage. You find it more in Irish communities, like ancient Irish communities. They'd have that like a folklore type thing. But where I grew up in a very sort of loyalist estate, they didn't have much of that. It was more about bonfires and painting gable wall. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah. But my daddy was he was different than all that.
Can you recall a time that you saw a performing singer-songwriter or a band on TV or live and said to yourself, "Oh, I want to do that"?
Do you know what? No, there was no like Damascus Road moment for me. I was always like singing was always. I'd have been singing into my hairbrush when I had hair. I don't have a hairbrush anymore. I've got a hat brush. You know, I know. I just sort of always sang. I was in a band called Soul Truth for about 2 years, and we were gigging for 3 nights a week, at least 3 nights a week. And I was doing that for 2 years before I realized I could do this for a living.
Okay.
I'm a bit slow on the uptake. You might, like it took, yeah. So yeah, it was a natural progression, really.
What else do you think you might have been? What's your character like that might have led you down in some other direction?
Probably a car thief. Just being honest. I broke into a couple of cars. I'm pretty good at it.
Somebody give this guy a guitar.
Yeah.
Right on. You've made the record recently live at Bangor Abbey.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously a live performance. Why there? Tell us about the performance. Why'd you choose it? And what was the atmosphere like?
Well, you know what? I'm from Bangor. I was born in Bangor. Before they knocked the hospital down, I was born there. And Bangor's always had a special place in my heart, really. And the Abbey, it was a site, it was a monastic site since like the 5th century, and probably before that, but certainly recorded-wise since the 5th century. And that place in particular, they had for, I think it was 250 years, they had continuous singing, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for like, you know, so it's got a very kind of rich musical heritage. Right. Bangor does, and so as soon as I was asked to do Bangor Abbey, yeah, it just made a lot of sense. It's you know, it's my hometown, and also, like I say, the kind of richness of the musical heritage in that place. I wanted to play there. Although I don't think I'll be asked back because I said bad words when I was on the stage.
And clearly a resonant space. I mean, you can tell from the recording and the video, beautiful video you guys shot,
right,
that room just was a very lively sound.
Well, you know what? They were no dozers, those guys. When they built those buildings, you know, they were built for choral music, I guess. You know, so
long
like,
delay, long
exactly,
echo.
Yeah. So it's kind of interesting to take a band in there, but you know, I guess you gotta play a little bit to the space, but that was something that we were all excited about, you know, playing in a hall like that.
Yeah. Do you usually tour with a band, or is it as often you alone with the guitar?
It's usually just me.
Okay.
Because, well...
It's easier.
And I'm a singer, which means I'm egocentric. It's all about me. You know what I mean? A band takes it... No, the truth of the matter is it's just costly to take a band out on the road, you know?
Yeah. You've been to the States, I don't know, more than once or many times, but talk just a little bit about getting over there and seeing that audience and what your hopes are to build a fan base there.
I love playing in America because I think there's such a rich heritage when it comes to... I mean, America is the big melting pot of music, let's face it. You know, like all that bluegrass stuff and all that kind of early rockabilly stuff, and even rock and roll was kind of... because of the melting pot of, you know, African music, Irish music, Celtic music in general, that, you know, all these cultures that came and conversed there. And I think people grew up in America. They've kind of got I don't know, they're less cool conscious in America. Anywhere where they wear white socks with sandals, you can tell they're not aware of what's cool or not. But, you know, I think in the UK and not so much in Ireland per se, but certainly in the mainland UK, everyone's a bit cool conscious. You know, you got to be perceived to be this or that. And in America, people are just more, I don't know, they're just more open to music, I think, generally speaking.
Wow.
Obviously, this is a very erudite crowd, so they you know...
Well,
they're very open to music.
You've summed up our philosophy of roots music perfectly, notwithstanding the white socks and sandals. But
yeah.
Sounds like you're tuned in. And we talked earlier about your love of country music, classic country music, and it's clear. So great to talk to you, and we'll be hearing from you later in the show.
Yeah.
All right. Foy Vance, everybody.
Thank you.
Let's move on.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Foy, you took the words right out of my mouth. Everything you said. It was clear our next artist was going to be a point of pride for her Northern Irish homeland from the time she was just a teenager. First, it was a national singing competition, and then it was a series of albums and performances that captured hearts here and abroad. She's now an artist widely acclaimed for both her respect for tradition and for her contemporary vision. Please welcome Cara Dillon.
haven't heard me sing yet. You haven't seen my house, and you cannot understand yet what it means to be old river run, river deep, river come, and I will sing you to sleep. River high, river low, river guide, and I will show you where to go. Thanks a million. Thank you. So we've got Sam Lakeman here on guitar and keyboard. And we've got Niall Murphy not on this keyboard, but he's going to play some fiddle. So there we go. We're going to do a song for you now called Jacket So Blue. And it's a great song. It's a great little old traditional song all about a woman trying to lead a man astray. Ooh! It's not often it happens, is it now? Wee bit less reverb in the monitor. Now. A ship's crew of sailors, as you may understand, but for the West Indies or some foreign land, there's one man amongst them I wish I never knew. He's my bonny, bonny sailor with a jacket so blue. Well, the first time that I saw my love, he had a spyglass in his hand. I went to talk to him, but he would not stand. I went to talk to him, but from me he flew. And my heart, it went along with him, and his jacket so blue. Well, says I'm a noble sailor, I'll buy your discharge. I'll free you from sailing, I'll set you at large. I'll free you from that man of war if your heart would be true. And I'd never leave a stain on your jacket so blue. Well, says I'm a noble lady, you'll buy my discharge. And free me from sailing, I'll set thee at large. You free me from the man of war, my heart would be true. Oh, but then what would my own love, such a lassie, do? guitar down. How you all doing now? You all right? Cool. Going to do a little lively song for you called Eerie Suicide. It's a song in Irish, all about a man getting very drunk one night called Vance there. And, so and he arrives at this woman's house and he decides that he's going to talk to her about the idea of marrying her daughter. And not a great move when you've had a couple of drinks. But anyway, this is what it's all about. It's splices the ropes and he sets the sails, while south the world he rows to the home of the wind. And he never thinks of me far behind, nor the torments that rage in my mind. He's mine for only part of the year, and I'm left all with only my tears. Oh, you ladies that smell of wild rose, think you of the perfume to where your man goes. Think you of the wives and the babies that yearn for the man ne'er returns from hunting away. Oh, my Donald, he works upon the sea, on the waves that grow wild and free. He splices a rose and he sets the sails, while south the world he rows to the home of the wind. Thank you. We're going to do a song now called The Hell of Thieves. For anyone who doesn't know where the Hell of Thieves are, it's in Dungiven, just down the road. So this is a wee song which I wrote all about, what was that? Oh, no. All of that. This is a song about everything I love about home. And so I hope you enjoy it. And I hope anybody who was hoping to get here tonight didn't get stuck in snow on the Glen Shane. Falkland shade, and your rocks and your rain, like a silent soul on the prairie walls. In the wind they sing, come away, come away to the murmuring stream with the time below and the bubbling swell of the winding road, and you still might hear the great climb, come away, they sing to the Betty Glen. Where the hunt of the plain has walked this land, and the loneliest man with his sword in his hand, and his blood runs still in every stream and glen, and his home can be seen from the hill of the thieves. For too long now, I've been a stranger here to the hills of Falkland shade, and your rocks and your rain, like a silent soul on the prairie walls. In the wind they sing, come away, come away, come away, come Thank you. Thanks a million. Well, we've got one more song for you. Thank you for being so quiet. And we thought we'd leave you with the parting glass. And please all join in. A wee bit more reverb in the monitor. And I'd like to thank everyone who is involved in this and for asking us to be part of this, because it's just fantastic. I've had such a great time, and we've had great crack back there. And you're in for a brilliant night. So thanks a million. Of all the money that I've had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that I've done, alas, it was to none but to me. And all I've done for one fell to me. The parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Of all the comrades that e'er I've had, they are sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts that e'er I've had, they would wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls onto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and I'll softly call. Good night and joy be with you all. A man may drink and not be drunk. A man may fight and not be slain. A man may court a pretty girl and perhaps be welcome back again. But since it has so ordered me by a time to rise and a time to fall, come fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Come fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. Thank you.
Cara Dillon. Whew. Cara Dillon, everybody. Wow. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, right there. This guy back here, John Walker, and is one of our producers from the U.S., and Todd Mayo up there on camera. Let's give him a big hand. And all of our crew here from the U.S. and the volunteers here tonight, and Colin and Ann McGee, thank you so much. Thank you for your vision for this great festival. Since the very beginning, our vision at Music City Roots was a global one. The roots of American music are built upon the influences from virtually every country and culture in the world, but none are more important than the music that sailed to North America from this island we're all standing on right now. That melting pot has given birth to some of the most important music on the scene today. You are the roots of our roots. So let's stay connected and join us in whatever way you prefer. Facebook, Twitter, the blog at Tumblr, on our YouTube channel, which now is approaching 15 million views. And there's 100,000 new streams weekly. It's all out there at musiccityroots.com. And speaking of staying connected, it's always an honor to listen to a legendary network like BBC Radio and to hear an Irish guy that knows more about Americana music than most American DJs. So when we had to fill the shoes of our Hall of Fame radio announcer and Grand Ole Opry veteran, Keith Bilbrey, we couldn't have found a better man. From BBC Radio Ulster, Ralph McLean.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Jim. That means so much. I've lived all my life to hear Jim Lauderdale say that about me, so thank you very much. I have the great privilege, folks, as some of you here might know, some of you listening might know, I have the great privilege of presenting music shows on BBC Radio Ulster Wednesday, Thursday and Friday between 8 and 10. And if you've enjoyed the music tonight, I think you might enjoy some of the stuff that you hear on the BBC, bbc.co.uk. It'd be great to have your company there as well. It's another station where music matters. It's like Music City Roots in that sense. Can we get a big round of applause for all the artists tonight? The bottom line is, folks, it's all about the music. That's why we're here. That's what it's all about. Let's have a quick word from one of our sponsors now. Griffin Technology is a Nashville-based company, but their amazing products can be found worldwide. They're all about connecting and protecting the gear that keeps us connected on the technology. Cases and accessories for everything from iPads, iPhones, Androids and Kindles to chargers, speakers, earbuds, simply everything you need to connect to play. Look for the Griffin logo to know that you're supporting a company that supports cool music and art across the world. And to see the full line of all their products, go to griffintechnology.com. And appropriately now, we'll go over to the Griffin Technology chat room. Back to Craig.
Thank you, thank you. Folks, we're going to have a few words with somebody I know we all enjoyed, Mr. Paul Tully. And I appreciate you because you've taught me a great applause line for tonight. Straban. See? In all my years of working on this show, I have never seen a hometown get a bigger round of applause. And for that, you can be proud. Tell us a little bit about Straban and what affected you both, just the feeling of growing up, and then musically, what did you get to hear and why did you get inspired?
Well, it's where I grew up, you know. So basically, that's just where I started out. I went to school there, and that's where all my family and friends are from, you know. So I just started playing music there, playing in bands and stuff back there. So a lot of friends introduced me to a lot of different types of music there, like Bob Dillon, Neil Young, and that's where it all started basically, and just started getting into that kind of music and just started writing songs and just playing around the town basically.
Was there good radio or music stores? Those always are some of the best inspiration points. Radio and music stores. I don't know if that was something you felt like you had access to, or if you were doing it through the internet or what.
There was a music store, but there was a bar as well that everybody went to.
There's always a bar.
So it's usually the bar, and I had a good jukebox. Dicey Riley's there in Straban. So we all went there, and we'd all listen to music. We'd talk about music. We'd argue about music, and that's basically where it all sort of started, you know. So and just played upstairs and played gigs up there. So that's where it all started.
You're pretty early in your career, so you're starting to venture out more and kind of take wider circles, I guess. And what does it feel like to sort of start to get the professional thing rolling?
It's good. I mean, you just write your songs, and all you can do is, I just perform my songs the best I can whenever I'm playing, you know. So I just try and bring the songs across the best I can, and hopefully they're received well. So, you know, just every time you're playing, perform them the best you can, and
commit,
and just give everything you've got, like, you know.
Your EP is called Lyric for the Lost, and that sounded to me like maybe that says something about what you hope music will do, a little bit of a mission statement. Are you speaking to people maybe who you hope you can pull back to being found?
Well, that's pretty much what the EP is about. Yeah, there's a few songs on there, just, you know, for people trying to maybe, I suppose, I know it's a cliche, but maybe find themselves or something like that, you know, or going, maybe people are disillusioned or whatever, trying the lyrics on there, just trying to find yourself the best you can, so that's what I'm trying to do with that EP,
You are going to Nashville very soon. You're about to pack. And that's awesome. We're going to get to see you there with the festival. Tell me about what you sort of know or imagine about Nashville or about the music in America and what maybe your aspirations are for trying to make music there.
Honestly, at the start of the year, I never thought I'd actually go there, but then all of a sudden, I got the opportunity to go there. So, I just want to go over there and just perform my songs the best I can, and hopefully people will, take to them whenever I get over there and enjoy them. So, I'm just going to go over there and enjoy the experience, basically.
Do you have any feelings at all about American country music, classic country music, or what's going on in Nashville now? Is that a particular part of what your passions are?
I know you're brought up with sort of country music in Ireland. You can't get away from it either, So that's when I go over there, I'll just. The songs I've been writing are more very Ryan Adams sort of. I don't know if that's exactly Nashville.
He was one of the first names that popped up when Americana was becoming Americana.
That sort of thing, So very inspired by that, and that's sort of things I've been heavily influenced by. So I just try and write songs like that, basically.
Terrific. And then I read that you're working on a new record. So before we wrap up here, tell everybody about that and what it's like and when it's coming out.
Well, there'll be a new record out now on probably at the end of 2015. Just we new songs and it'll be probably an EP again, maybe an album. So I'll make sure everybody hears it or tries to hear it before I go.
It's your job, folks. Spread the word, right?
There we go.
Great choice. Folks, one more time for Paul Tully. We'll be seeing him again. We know it. Thank you, sir. Well, folks, I'm always delighted to introduce our musical host to play a featured set on Music City Roots, something that happens about twice a year, because he represents everything that we cherish about Americana and roots music. He learned his craft by listening and knowing his heritage. He found his own voice as a songwriter, and he's collaborated with greats and learned something from everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most prolific and terrific artists in Americana music, the one and only Jim Lauderdale.
Conquer. That's what he's gonna do. Getting there every time he gets close to you. Crying on his shoulder. You say he's just your friend. Why is he standing in the wings, waiting for us to end? You don't have to be afraid while I'm away, and don't go crying wolf. One's gonna stake his claim, divide and conquer, tearing us apart, hitting me where it hurts, taking you by the heart. Yeah. Afraid while I'm away, and don't go crying wolf. One's gonna stake his claim, divide and conquer. I think you know it's true. Always taking up for him everything that he'll do. Divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. Thank you. Why do I love you? Why do I love you? Oh. I give myself away. I give myself away. Well, I had it coming for holding on to nothing. Whoa. Knowing you won't change, you'll never feel the same. Oh, but I'm so weak, I've lost my strength to fight such a liar that's filled me with desire. Why do I miss you? I'm dying just to kiss you. I give myself away. I don't want to give myself away. Oh, but I'm so weak, I've lost my strength to fight such a liar that's filled me with desire. Give myself away. I don't wanna give myself away, but I'd still give myself away, Lord. Why? Thank you. Thanks a lot. Hey, are y'all having fun tonight at Music City Roots? I'll tell you what, this Empire Theater is one of the best theaters I've ever played at. You guys are very lucky to have this place. I want to give a shout out to a good buddy of mine, Michael Weir. I think he's out there tonight. Are you out there? Let's give him a big hand. He's a good friend of mine. He lives here. He's a wonderful, wonderful young man. And I'm proud to be his friend. So I want to send this out to Michael and his family. And it's off the new country record I've got. Do you like country music? I know I've been doing some soul music so far, but here's some country stuff. And I'll do a couple of songs off of my latest country album called I'm a Song. Now, in this one, you know, I don't have my band here with me tonight, so I'm going to be singing the parts that the pedal steel guitar and the Telecaster guitar will be playing. So I'm going to have to sing the solos, okay? Hello, my name is Mr. Sunshine. I've been away until you smiled. You gave me something I could treasure. Let's have a good thing together. It's time to open what was closing. Why should we wait another moment? Starting right now, it's getting better. Let's have a good thing together. The magistrate of fate has spoken. Why should we waste another moment? Seems like I've known you for forever. Let's have a good thing together. Let's have a good thing together. Thank you. I'm a song, I'm a song, and the band plays on and on. I can hear you sing along. I'm a song, I'm a song. Love on your harmony. You sound so good to me. I'm a song, I'm a song. I could stay here all day long. We could dance until the dawn. I'm a song, I'm a song. Don't know another way. There's still so much to say. I'm a song, I'm a song, and the band plays on and on. I can hear you sing along. You're a song, you're a song. I'm a song, you're a song. We're a song. Thank you. Hey, I've got some special guests out there. Some of them I guess you've seen everybody tonight. If y'all are out there, come on up. Don't be shy. Come on, they're not gonna bite. Come on out. Come on. Look familiar? Remember them? Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to do a song that I wrote for a bluegrass guy and I to sing. His name's Ralph Stanley. This gentleman that I wrote this song to sing with just turned 88 years old last week. His name's Ralph Stanley. And he's just a great bluegrass singer and songwriter. And this, if you like this song, thank you. Now, if you don't, it's his fault. It's Foy's fault because he's the one that recommended it. Okay, so we're gonna try it. It's called Zacchaeus. Jesus entered Jericho and was a-passing through. A wealthy tax collector wanted to see above the crowd, but he could not, and so he ran ahead and climbed up on a sycamore tree. Zacchaeus, come on down. Come on down.
Come on down.
Zacchaeus.
Zacchaeus. Come on down.
Come on down.
Come on down.
I must abide at your house today. When the people heard of this, they did not take it well. As they did gather, they did murmur. They did not heed, they disagreed, they did not understand why he would spend time with a sinner. Zacchaeus.
Zacchaeus. Come on down.
Come on down.
Come on down.
Come on down.
Zacchaeus.
Zacchaeus. Oh, come on down.
Come on down.
Come on down.
Come on down.
I must abide at your house today. Zacchaeus stood up and said unto the Lord, I give half of all my goods to the poor. And if I've ever cheated anyone, I will pay them back 4 times over. Zacchaeus.
Zacchaeus. Oh, come on down.
Come on down.
Come on down.
Come on down.
Zacchaeus.
Zacchaeus. Come on down.
Come on down.
Come on
Come
down.
on down.
I must abide at your house today. Jesus said unto them that unto the day salvation's coming, I will pay the cost. Listen, son of Abraham, because the Son of Man has come back to save what has been lost. Zacchaeus.
Zacchaeus. Oh, come on down.
Come on down.
Come on down.
Come on down.
Zacchaeus.
Zacchaeus.
must abide at your house today. I must abide at your house today. All right. Oh, can I get a little more guitar on the monitor, please? All right, speaking of Ralph Stanley, I'm going to do a song, and you've got to check Ralph Stanley out if you've never heard him. Have you heard Ralph Stanley before? Bluegrass? Oh, he's so great. I'll tell you what, I got time for one more song, and you guys are just a fantastic audience, and we're just so happy to be here. And this one, I got lucky, and a guy named Dave Edmonds recorded it, and also Patty Loveless, one of my favorite singers. I'll tell you what, I'll do this other one first, because I was talking about Ralph Stanley. Here's a gospel song I wrote for him to sing, an a cappella song. As I wake up this morning, may I bring to you glory, for wrongs not yet defeated, to do the things that are needed, like him, to be more like him. Like him, ooh, Lord, to be more like him. As I go about my work, let me help someone's hurt, to treat this world's blindness, and treat all others with kindness, like him, to be more like him, like him, ooh, Lord, to be more like him. As I lay down this evening, let me understand your meaning, to know when I hear it, the sound of the Holy Spirit, like him, to be more like him, like him, ooh, Lord, to be more like him. Thank you. Raindrops on the treetops, waiting there to fall. I know how they're feeling, but I'm only, yes, I'm only halfway down. Fighting with the devil harder all the time, sinking to his level, but I'm only, yes, I'm only halfway down. Halfway down, just getting started. Well, I'm beginning on my journey now, but I'm only going halfway down. Halfway down, just a little bit farther. Well, I believe you better catch me now, 'cause I'm only going halfway down. Na 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 na. Sipping shallow water, sharks out for the kill, almost hitting bottom, but I'm only, yes, I'm only halfway down. Halfway down, just getting started. Well, I'm beginning on my journey now, but I'm only going halfway down. Halfway down, just a little bit farther. Well, I believe you better catch me now, 'cause I'm only going halfway down. Well, I hope she's there to catch me now, 'cause I'm only going halfway down. Yes, I'm only going halfway down. Yes, I'm only going halfway down. Thank y'all so much. Thank you.
Our very own Jim Lauderdale. We love him. Jim Lauderdale. Thanks, folks. We are having a terrific time. I hope you are. Good. We have some, I want to point out that we've got a little merch. We brought it from Nashville for you. If you're interested in a t-shirt or a hat, we have Jim's CDs. We've got Jim's new documentary about his career. And as I mentioned at the top, we have a book I wrote called, what was it called? Air Castle of the South, WSM and the Making of Music City. If you are interested in how Nashville became Music City, the great story of the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, maybe it's for you. And I don't want to take all four back. So come and visit with me after if you're interested in the story and the history of Nashville and early radio, WSM. It's a terrific story. Anyway, let's get back to our terrific announcer, Mr. Ralph McLean.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Craig. It's a great book. Check it out, folks. You're listening to Music City Roots, live from the 11th United Airlines Belfast Nashville Songwriters Festival on Roots Radio, also broadcast on high-def video at musiccityroots.com. Special thanks to Cal O'Connell and IFTS, the Irish Film and Television Service, for the hire of the new tech TriCaster 8000 that makes it possible to stream this show worldwide. And thanks to Cal for coming all the way from Dublin to work with us tonight. If you need professional video gear, folks, or production for any event, make sure to get hold of IFTS. That last set of music, folks, was brought to you by Star 129 Diamond, with offices in New York and Nashville. Star 129 uses patented technology to create the most scintillating diamond on the planet. It's really a special product for those once-in-a-lifetime special occasions. You just have to go to their webpage and see the difference. Take a look at star129.com. And now back to the Griffin Technology chat room with Craig Havighurst.
All right. Folks, one more time for Cara, Dillon. I love the sound you find right between traditional music and modern music. You have found your own voice in your own way, but clearly traditional music is close to your heart. Talk about finding the balance and feeling free enough to add touches that you knew were not going to fall right in the traditional vein, and how you kind of negotiated that.
Well, I grew up singing traditional songs. I'm just from a little town down the road in County Derry. And, you know, music's kind of a way of life there. You don't realise that until you move away from home. I now live in Somerset. And so basically, I think, although I would call myself a traditional singer, I think I've been quite open-minded along my journey of music and singing, in that, you know, I've been happy when someone's asked me if I would have a go at singing something. Like, I got to sing on a Disney movie a few years ago, and I think if I was a complete purist, maybe I wouldn't have had experiences like that. I sang on Mike Oldfield's Tubular Bells 3. I've taken part in the transatlantic sessions, and I think just little things I got there, you know, they just help you in your journey, and you learn to grow, and you learn to meet amazing people, and so I think that's how I've learned to adapt traditional music. And obviously with my partnership with Sam Lakeman, because he's from the wilds of Dartmoor, and he was brought up with folk music, but a whole different type of folk music than I am, you know, what I was brought up with. And so we sort of came together, and his influence along with mine, we've created something maybe a bit different.
I was going to ask you about your partnership. What is he act as a producer, a musical partner? How's the dynamic?
Yeah, well, basically Sam has produced all our albums so far, so we've got 5 albums out, and we both arrange the songs together. But you know, he's just breathed a lot of life into songs which I've known my whole life, like things like The Parting Glass, or things like Jacket So Blue. Earlier, things like The Maid of Culmore. Like he's just taken them to a different level for me and breathed life into them again. So I'm very grateful. I don't tell him that enough, maybe.
Well, I enjoyed the story of your first album, where you made it in a situation where you had been it seemed like maybe had thought you were going to do it one way, and then found yourself waiting and sort of making it with some time and some freedom, and nobody looking over your shoulder. And can you just talk a little bit about that moment?
Well, up until our first album was released, we had been signed to a major record label, Warner Music, and then Rough Trade. And although that was a fantastic experience, being 19 years old, what other 19-year-old wouldn't want to have those experiences? We were paid to live in an apartment in London, and we were working with amazing producers. We went to San Francisco and recorded albums there. And it was an amazing experience, but at the heart of it all, I think I knew that it wasn't right. I felt like I was constantly compromising what I was about and the songs that I've always known, and they were looking for something very, very commercial. And I really thought I couldn't deliver that, and I can't sing Baby. So I just thought, what's the point here? So after a long lot of soul searching, we decided to get out of it, and we went and recorded an album in one of Sam's parents' rooms in their home. And we made it just quite simply, you know, just a very low budget, and then took it out and started traveling around folk clubs. And then it won quite a few awards and sort of set us up to doing what we're doing now, many years later.
It does not sound like a home. There's some great guitar sounds on that record. Sets your voice off beautifully. It's a great project. I was so happy to discover it. Take me back to when you were quite young and won this contest at about 14 years old, the All-Ireland singing competition of some kind. What was that, and what did it mean to you at the time?
I think, you know, like anybody, like Niall, who plays the fiddle with us, I mean, he's an All-Ireland champion fiddle player. Oh, okay. And although these competitions are so important, because it's not just the winning of the competition, it's the whole experience right up to that point and beyond it. You know, your parents sort of give up their time and their energy driving you around the country to these flagholes and festivals, and you get a chance to meet other people who are like-minded and swap songs and tunes and stories. And so I think at the time you see it as a great way to pass the summer. It's like a hobby. But when you kind of reach the age that I'm at and you look back, you see it as a complete and utter blessing that you've actually been privileged enough to be brought up with that tradition. And so there you go. That was my childhood, and that was what it was all about. It was all about the music.
And just to wrap up, what's next for you? What are you looking forward to in the coming year? Where are you headed next? What are your next hopes?
Well, I'm going back to Somerset tomorrow to pack a bigger suitcase to go to China on Sunday.
I heard you were going to China.
Yeah.
She's big in China.
So heading off to China. It turns out we found out recently that we went to China last year, and as a band, quite 6 of us. Wow. And when we arrived there, we realised that our first 2 albums have been used as part of the Chinese curriculum for teaching English. But nobody told us that. And so we were playing in 2,000-seater theatres that were sold out. Oh. And so we did 4 concerts, it was like being in a parallel universe. And they were all under 25 years old, standing with iPads, singing along in a County Derry / Chinese accent. And so we're... So we're going back for more.
How many people have dreamed of selling something to 1%, 1/10 of 1% of the people in China? That's fantastic, and it proves that this stuff can travel a long way and across all kinds of cultural barriers. And that must give you a lot of pride to have that resonate with them.
Absolutely, and the one thing I think that has blown me away most, that in China they're so quiet and respectful. Just like here, they can really feel the music, and actually their traditional Chinese songs are not dissimilar to the Irish traditional songs and tunes, and so they really get it. And it's mind-blowing to think that you go to the other part of the world and they really get what you do, even though there's a massive language barrier.
Yeah.
So it's a wonderful thing.
All right, well, travel safe and have a great time.
Thank you.
Cara, Dillon, it's such a great pleasure to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Jim Lauderdale.
Thanks, Cara. Is everybody having a good time? Well, we knew we'd be hearing some great Northern Irish songwriters when we came over, but I'd say everybody has exceeded our expectations, and we're not even done yet. So taking the stage now is a young phenom of the Northern Irish scene. The Irish Times says he's overturning existing trends. The Sun cites his spine-tingling voice. There's no question he's being embraced in the UK and beyond. His new recording is live at Bangor Abbey, but we have him live here right now. Please put your hands together for Foy Vance.
Brothers and sisters of Belfast, let me tell you something, just so as you know what's happening here. I'm playing the piano. Like you might need to imagine what's happening here. I'm playing it, nothing's happening, but I'm playing it. Do I need to do something to you, or what needs to happen here? Are you not? Do you know what? Maybe we'll move the guitar. Listen, listeners around the world, sorry about that.
The scenery's changing, and it warms my soul. almost there, and a long way yet to go. So get your boots on and your walking coat. We'll together leave our footprints out upon the virgin snow. That ancient sunrise will soon descend. We'll be left here pondering on the things which we can depend. So let's start over with no means to an end. Just an open-hearted hope and a closed hand full of friends. Yeah, well, London was alright, but I was dead in the water. Couldn't see in its light, I couldn't kneel in its altar. All I wanted was to tear it right down to the ground. But I'm feeling alright now, yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling alright. Now every morning when the call is on and I rediscover that color in your eyes that is gold and it's bronze, and in the moonlight we'll get the candles going with the recitations of the Parish poets popping on our tongues. Yeah, well, London was alright, but I was dead in the water. Couldn't see in its light, I couldn't kneel in its altar. All I wanted was to tear it right down to the ground and then sing from the fleetingness culture and hide it away from all the wolves and the vultures. All they wanted was to tear me right down to the ground. But I'm feeling alright now, yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling alright. Alright. In the recitations of the Parish poets, in the building of the bars and the locked tables, I will find my means to an end with an open-hearted hope and a closed handful of friends. In the recitations of the Parish poets, in the building of the bars and the locked tables, I will find my means to an end with an open-hearted hope and a closed handful of friends. In the recitations of the Parish poets, in the building of the bars and the locked tables, I will find my means to an end with an open-hearted hope and a closed handful of friends. In the recitations of the Parish poets, in the building of the Bibles and the locked tables, I will find my means to an end with an open-hearted hope and a closed handful of friends. Well, I'm up there in the mountains, Lord.
Thank you very much.
Waking up with the pouring rain, same old sun in the sky again, colored doves and fighter planes, sharing the sky like it's nothing strange, foliage silhouette on an evening sky, a morning greeting, a baby's cry, the singing of late night lullabies. Oh, the joy of nothing is a sweeter something, and I will hold it in my heart. I will hold it in my heart. Ulysses and eulogies, Ginsburg, Socrates, they all mean all and everything. Oh, the joy of nothing is a sweeter something, and I will hold it in my heart. I will hold it in my heart. Oh, the joy of nothing is a sweeter something. I will hold it in my heart. Yes, I will hold it in my heart. Oh, the joy of nothing is a sweeter something, and I will hold it in my heart. I will hold it in my heart. When you look me in the eye, that way, was it nothing? When you told me you loved me that day, was it nothing? When you held my hand that day, was it nothing? When you kissed me on the mouth that way, was it nothing, darling? Was it nothing, babe? Was it nothing, darling? Was it Thank you. I got to keep reminding myself that we're live on radio here. So, you know, I need to make sure that I don't say anything that's offensive. I wrote this song for a friend of mine called Jane. Janie. She's a beautiful girl, she is. And I've told this story before, but for those of you listening in now on radio, this song was written about my friend Jane and another guy who turned out to be an absolute dick. Listen, it happens. It happens. You said the air was blue. Tell me what's a girl to do when she feels it strongly. Well, it's plain to see the truth. Jane A feels it more than you. She stood by, she's seen it through. Jane A don't regard it. He's not open-hearted ever since we parted. Jane A and we're guarded. 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 Jane's blood is low, though she'll never let it show. How was I to know then? Our Jane's love is strong. When she holds me in her arms, she can settle my alarms. Jane A don't regard him. He's not open-hearted ever since we parted. Jane A and we're guarded. 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 When I meet her eye, Jane A always breaks a smile, sheds a light in my life. Johnny Cash said life's a road that is only lived by those that you love, and Jane A, oh, she knows it well. Jane A don't regard it. He's not open-hearted ever since we parted. Jane A and we're guarded. 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 Jane A and we're guarded.
my daddy was a preacher. Don't hold it against me. What that essentially means is that I have a very deep-rooted sense of guilt. But basically, my father would have given me lots of advice over the years. And this is a song based on the advice that he gave me many, many times. And he's long since gone now, but every now and then I hear this advice whispered from beyond. Never more so than the other week I was up in Scotland, where I live now, and I was trying to ingratiate myself with the locals. And I had them all round for a barbecue, and I was on my best behavior. I swore to myself that I wouldn't drink until after midnight. I broke that covenant. To cut a long story short, it was a very good night. It was a very good night, and everybody was happy. And I thought everything was going well. But then I woke up at 4 o'clock the next morning in the neighbour's car, covered in glass, wearing nothing but a sombrero and flippers. What do? And I heard my father whisper these words. You gotta walk the narrow road. You gotta walk the narrow road, son. You gotta walk the narrow road, for you find your way back home. When the wind starts to blow, fire burns in the night. When the fire burns in the night. When the fire burns in the night. Let it burn till you are refined. All you gotta walk the narrow. You gotta walk the narrow road. You gotta walk the narrow road, for you find your way back home. Don't let the blood get in your eyes, my son. Don't let the blood get in your eyes. Go on, let the blood get in your eyes. You'll see better by day and by night. You gotta walk the narrow road. You gotta walk
keep on walking the narrow road. Keep on walking. Keep on walking. Narrow road. This is not a word of a lie. This next song I wrote for you. That's the truth of the matter. I was on tour with Bonnie Raitt in about 2005 or something like that. And it occurred to me that everywhere we went, she wasn't on billboard campaigns. She wasn't on the radio. She wasn't on TV adverts. She didn't have any of that stuff going on. But everywhere we went, the rooms were full. And it occurred to me that that's because she developed a relationship with folks like yourselves. And it dawned on me that that's where it's really at. It's between you and I. You know? So this one's for you. Well, tomorrow may not be like any other day, no. It's so hard to know now what with the collective they. See, lately they've been swinging high the wrecking ball, tipping dirt in the foundations I spent so long upon, making sure they would be strong. But you and I, we are hard as stone, yeah. Ooh. You and I, we are hard as stone. And I may empty out my pockets and they're hot one day. Then I'll turn my back and I will simply walk away. And they may think it over and reach out their hand, but I'll long since disappeared by then, like water in the sand. Well, now you see, gold was all that they had planned. But you and I, we are hard as stone. Ooh, ooh, you and I, we are hard as stone. They're like pawns on a tide, and I'm back here castling, trying to find my feet, find my joie de vivre again. But I can't make it on my own. I may need something strong that I can build new hope upon. And everybody needs a little hope sometimes. You and I, we are hard as stone. Ooh, 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 ooh. You and I, we You and I. You and I. You and I. How do you feel about singing tonight, Belfast? You and I. Sing louder, they need to hear you around the world. You and I. All right, on your own. Will you and I? You and I. All right. Last time. You and can you stay in that singing mood? Yes, man. Follow that guy there. You already know it, so sing it like this. I'm upbeat, feel good. You should try it with a wink on feel good though. I'm upbeat, feel good. Everybody with a wink. I'm upbeat. I'm upbeat. Feel good. All right. Get out your bare feet tonight. We'll dance by fire till morning light. I cast all my woes aside. All right aside and out of mind. I'm upbeat, feel good. I'm upbeat, I feel good. Oh, when I feel good. I'm upbeat, feel good. I'm upbeat, feel good. Darling, sit down by my side. Come and look me in the eye. Well, if you wanna ask me, now's the time. My head's not heavy and my heart is right. I'm upbeat, feel good. I'm upbeat and I feel good. All right. I'm upbeat, feel good. Yeah. I'm upbeat and I feel good. Oh, when I don't care about the time. Don't like that fire, babe, heat that wine. Well, I got one thing on my mind. Oh. So pop that cork from the bottle, babe. We gonna drink it down fast and make love slowly. I'm upbeat, feel good. I'm upbeat, feel good. I'm upbeat, feel good. Yeah, yeah. I'm upbeat, feel good. Thank you very much. I've got one more song for you. Listen. I'd love to play on, but I need to redeem myself. The last time I played here, I played for about 3.5 hours, and the bar staff were well pissed off with me. Were any of you here at that gig? I particularly liked Sex Machine. Do you remember that? I danced and everything, which doesn't happen often. Do you know what? Brothers and sisters, Jim Lauderdale is arguably the coolest man on the planet. Cara Dillon has arguably the most heavenly voice that ever existed. But the biggest surprise of tonight for me has been Paul Tully. And he's just as much of a legend as a bloke as he is as a singer-songwriter. He's a sweetheart. And in fact, if those guys are floating around and want to come up and sing the verse, there he is right there. If you want to come on up, come on. So listen, thank you very much for listening to me. It's been a joy. It's been a joy to be on Music City Roots here in Belfast. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Good night. The road is wide, waters run on either side, and my shadow in the fading light is stretching out towards the night. Cause the sun is low, but I yet have still so far to go. And my lonely heart is beating so. Tired of the wander, there's a sign ahead, but I think it's the same one again. I'm thinking about my only friend, so I find my way home. 'Cause when I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. Thank you, Belle. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. For those of you listening on the radio, this is what you're missing here tonight in Belfast. It's like this every night. Oh, well, the air is cold. Yonder lies my sleeping soul. By the branches broke like bones. All this weakened tree no longer holds them. Good Lord, oh, but the night is still. I have not yet lost my will. Oh, and I will keep on moving till till I find my way home. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. Sing it out loud. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. Sing it out now, come on. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. Sing it out loud, sing it out proud. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. All right, all right. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. Take it over, Belfast. Come on. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. Whatever light leads you, may it lead you home. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. Guide me on, guide me strong. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. Whatever light leads you, may it lead you on. Lead you strong, like the road you walk on. You're my guiding light. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light. Last time, come on. When I need to get home, you're my guiding light. You're my guiding light.
Now that's what I'm talking about, right there. Boy, Vance, everybody, let's hear it for him. Hey, we're all gonna do a jam song together in just a few minutes. We call it the Nashville Jam. And we've had such a great time here tonight. Thank you for being such a wonderful audience. And this has been such a treat for us from Nashville to come over and to get to perform. And I've got so much respect for these great artists that have been here tonight. Let's hear it for them again. And I'll tell you what, I discovered something very interesting tonight. This man over here, Ralph McLean, it's his birthday tonight. He could be at home right now with his loved ones, but tonight he's here with his loved ones out there. Let's hear it for him. Happy birthday, Ralph.
Thank you. You're too sweet, you're too kind. 21 again, eh, Craig? 21 again. Fantastic. You've been listening to Music City Roots, live from the 11th Belfast Nashville Songwriters Festival. We'd like to give special thanks to our friends at United Airlines for making this night possible. As a matter of fact, thanks for making this entire festival possible. Next time you fly, remember that United Airlines supports the music that you love, guys. Stay tuned for the Nashville Jam in just a moment. Here's Craig to wrap things up, though.
Well, of course, we want to say one more time thank you to these amazing artists, Paul, Tully, Foy, Vance, Cara, Dillon, Jim Lauderdale, all their supporters. You guys have been incredible. We appreciate it so much once again. Please, in the coming week, go to musiccityroots.com. Not because we want to sell stuff to you, but because we want you all in our family. We want you as part of our community. We are on the air every week, not at a very convenient time for you all, but our shows are archived, our performances, the best ones are put up on YouTube. We have rootsradio.com where you can check out some of the best performances over the last 5 and 6 years. And we would love to have you leave your email for us at musiccityroots.com so you can get our once-a-week newsletter where we tell you what's coming up and try to tell you what's going on with the show. We air on Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. Central Time, USA time. But again, those archives are there. Now, next week, on Wednesday, March 11th, you can see the great bluegrass band Special Consensus, singer-songwriter Chris Porter, the wonderful artist Lyra Lynn, who's blown up in America, from Athens, Georgia, now from Nashville, and the band trio, wonderful trio, acoustic trio from Raleigh, North Carolina called Mipso. They're terrific. And on March 18th, the representatives from the Belfast National Songwriters Festival will be joining us on our stage at musiccityroots.com. So remember that March 18th is the night if you want to see some of your friends from Northern Ireland sing on Music City Roots. Ralph, it's been a great pleasure to work with you tonight. Thanks for another great job.
Thank you so much, Craig. It's been great to be here. We love our music, don't we? Hands across the water and all that. We love our music. It's all the same. America, Ireland, same place, I'd say. Thanks, Craig. It's been absolutely great. A big thanks to all our US sponsors, Nissan, Griffin Technology, Star 129 Diamond, and of course, the sponsor of this final segment, the Nashville Jam Company. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very special. I know you're going to enjoy this.
It's real. It's real. Nashville Jam.
Yeah.
It's a
Nashville
thing.
Jam. Available online through Music City Roots. They make some of the finest all-natural Southern-style jams and jellies. That's my proper Southern voice. Is that good, Craig? It's not as good as Strabane or Strabane, but it's getting there. And they're a sponsor of this final segment. All of our great artists who Craig just mentioned have returned to the stage. You can see them. Don't they look pretty, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to encourage everyone to stretch out now. They got a favorite song they're going to do. To find out what that song is going to be, let's turn it back to our host with the most, Mr. Style from Nashville, Jim Lauderdale.
Thank you, my birthday man. Thank you a lot. Folks, I'll tell you what, it's just been so great. Have you had a good time? Will you have us back? Will you have us back next year? Okay. Well, when we were talking about doing a jam song together, Cara brought this one up, and I had heard my friend Ralph Stanley record it about 35 years ago, and he did such a great version. I didn't even realize the roots of this song, and so please sing along with us if you feel like it. Cara did it on her latest record, and let's go ahead and kick it off. And thanks again. You've been wonderful. Thank you.
Bright morning stars are rising. Day is breaking in my soul.
Where are you, mother? Where are you, mother? Where are you, mother?
Day is breaking in my soul.
Down in the valley praying. They're down in the valley praying. They're down in the valley praying.
Day is breaking in my soul.
Where are our dear fathers? Where are dear fathers? They've gone to heaven shouting. They
Is breaking in my soul. They have gone to heaven shouting. They have gone to heaven shouting. They have gone to heaven shouting. Day is breaking in my soul. Bright morning stars are rising. Bright morning stars are rising. Bright morning stars are rising. Day is breaking in my
Thanks, everybody.
Music City Roots is a production of Hang Media. Executive producers John Walker and Todd Mayo would like to send big thanks to co-executive producer Colin McGee of Pan Arts for inviting the show to Belfast, and to Tourism Ireland for providing travel and accommodations for all the crew and artists. Also big thanks to Kyle O'Connell of IFTS and John Morrissey from right here in Belfast for helping all day and the running cameras tonight, and to Chris Campbell at Professional Audio NI for the hire of the broadcast audio gear. We're glad you joined us for this tonight, Music City Roots, live from the Belfast Nashville Songwriters Festival here at the historic Empire Music Hall. I'm Ralph MacLean. I'm from Belfast, Northern Ireland. Good night.
Hang on.